is intriguing, but highly disturbing. It appears that Gallus had suspicions about Mercer Frey's allegiance to the Guild for months. Gallus had begun to uncover what he calls an unduly lavish lifestyle replete with spending vast amounts of gold on personal pleasures.
Does the journal say where this wealth came from?
Yes, Gallus seems certain that Mercer had been removing funds from the Guild's treasury without anyone's knowledge.
Anything else, Enther? Anything about the Nightingales?
Yes, here it is. The last few pages seem to describe the failure of the Nightingales, although it doesn't go into great detail. Gallus also repeatedly mentions his strong belief that Mercer desecrated something known as the Twilight Sepulchre.
Shadows preserve us. So it's true.
I'm not familiar with the Twilight Sepulchre. What is it? What's Mercer Frey done?
I'm sorry, Enther. I can't say. All that matters is we deliver your translation to the Guild immediately. Farewell, Enther. Words can't express.
It's all right, Carlia. You don't have to say a word. Listen. All I want is the truth to be revealed to the Guild. They respected Carlia, and she deserves better. Do whatever you can, and I'd consider it a personal favor. If trying to rid yourself of stolen goods becomes a burden and you find yourself in Winterhold, visit me at the college. I've been known to handle items of questionable interest from time to time, and I'll see what I can do. Meet me in my quarters. We must hasten to Riften
before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild.
Was there something else?
We must hasten to Riften before Mercer can do any more damage to the Guild. You've come this far, so I see no harm in concealing it any longer. The Twilight Sepulchre is the temple to Nocturnal. It's what the Nightingales are sworn to protect with their lives. Everything that represents Nocturnal's influence is contained within the walls of the Sepulchre. Now it seems Mercer's broken his oath with Nocturnal and defiled the very thing he swore to protect. I felt the same way when Gallus first revealed these things to me. I think given time you'll understand what I mean. As a Nightingale, I've been sworn to secrecy regarding the Sepulchre. I know the Guild doesn't do much to foster faith, but I'm going to have to ask that you continue to trust me. I'll make for Riften and scout the situation, see if I can discover what Mercer's up to. When you're ready, meet me at the Ragged Flagon. In the meantime, I wanted you to have this. It belonged to Gallus, but given the circumstances, I think he'd approve. If the Guild isn't willing to listen to reason, you might have to.
So did Delvin send you again, or are you here on your own this time?
Asher, the mages don't... There's not many people... Asher always wants to play Hunt the Elf. Hi there. Yes?
I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Down to business, eh?
glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am. Are you ready to face the Guild? Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Dallas's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out what the last says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from our vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
The door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she all about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
It's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
The gold, the jewels, it's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right now.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
Delvin, Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
So, what can I do for you today? Something troubling you? I'll listen. Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other, it's worth quite a bit, actually. Quite a catch. There you go. This should make you smile.
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia. I mean, everything. Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else? I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else? What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you? Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone. Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place. Be careful, lad. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way. Better question would be, what did he leave? Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans are gone. Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. I don't have a... Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies. Good question. I've only said if you can get past his trained watchdog. I think your best bet might be the ramp to the 2nd floor balcony in his backyard. No. It's some sort... I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lower it in a hurry. Huh. That'd be... Mercer's holding something up. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning.
Need to stay focused in case that pig? Oh, I have info on him. Vold? The only thing Vold understands is gold. Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. If you talk to her, of course you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less.
Just got lucky is all.
While you're in there, help yourself to anything in Frey's Manor. I would.
Well, if you like, I'll be happy to take over the operation for you.
I dare Mercer to come back here. I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets 1 foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off. I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets 1 foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
in honor of your Vald. He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for me. A few years back, I commissioned a unique... Vald was tasked with getting it here. The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a trip. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied. I believe we're done.
Skyrim.
Someone there? Do your worst. Ready to die today? Huh?
I might get nervous. Unless you plan on torching with his weapon drawn.
Over here!
Can't wait to find out your coin.
Can't talk long. Gotta keep... Well. If you happen to... Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the grey fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you. Here you are.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be? Of course. Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me. Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course. Okay, there you go.
Can't talk long. Gotta keep my eyes open for Mercer.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken. Any luck on your end? Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes of the Falmer? That was Gallus's pet project. If he gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good, and set up for life. Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia, and made amends for how the guild's treated her. Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly, we have no time to lose. Next we meet, lad. Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important. Not now, lad. Carlia said it was important.
All your questions will be answered. I promise you. All your questions will be answered.
Not now, lad.
You just have
Carlia
to
said
trust
it was
me.
important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen, the decision falls to you.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed the guild, murdered Gallus, and made us question our future. He needs to die.
You have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a Nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing, and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
I have some preparations of my own to make. I'll meet you at the stone.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. I've never seen anyone with skills like yours. I just wanted to... My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with... No one does. I must have spent every last coin I've made with... Perhaps. But if not, if they actually mean something, actually the fisherman who thought it was fitting, I suppose. I never changed it because it never felt right to do. I appreciate that. Be seeing you.
I'm glad you're here. This is the headquarters of the Nightingale. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat. If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way. This way, please.
So this is Nightingale Hall. I heard about this place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong with you? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Wilma. It's business. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this show on the...
You appear ready for the oath. It's my hope that you will, yes. This isn't about religion or destiny. Consider this an extremely risky job, but with a massive potential for profit, and you'll do fine. You appear ready for the oath. You appear ready for the oath. You appear ready for the oath. You appear ready for the oath.
Okay, lass. We've got these get-ups
when you're
on.
ready.
Now what?
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her own, an arrangement must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf. Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. both in life and in death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready? Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the western circle. We'll speak when the oath is complete.
This is enough to make your head spin, eh?
We'll speak when the oath is complete.
Time's wasting, and Mercer's still out there. Let's get this short.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and Empress of Shadow. Hear my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy, and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your avengers and your sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale, and I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final... Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. The skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry. Well, yes, but the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities, the potential to wield... Once you realize the key can access these traits, potential becomes limitless. Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just Mercer's lust for power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild. As time passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence, and whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade. Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item. Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lad. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the Guild. Carlia and I had... Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves' Guild. I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do. Maybe even one of the best. But it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it. Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now. Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead. I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the... Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lad. This will be a fight to remember. Aye. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers. This goes well beyond even his twisted... Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us.
Hmm?